I request our worthy Chancellor, Mr. Hassan Mohammad Khan, to please come on the stage and address us.
Very respected deadlers, General Ashraf, former Commandant, Armed Forces Institute of Cardiology, General Kiani, President Pakistan National Heart Association, Lieutenant General Kamal Akbar, former Surgeon General of Pakistan Army, Honorable Vice Chancellor, our very special and Honorable Speaker, Dr. Shagufta Feroz, respected Executive Director, I think the man who's organized today's function, passionate about lifestyle changes, and I know he's into spiritual enlightenment as well. A little journey he undertakes on the serve of our celebrated Dean, Lieutenant General Azhar Rashid Sahab. I'm going to be very short and brief because we are constrained by time. Today is Jummah and we have to record a PTV program which is going to be telecasted tomorrow. I believe 45 minutes on PTV News, and then would be retelecasted on PTV Global a number of times, and it is going to be telecasted to over 45 different countries. I'm really thankful to Pakistan Television, very grateful to Raja Mansoor Sahab and his team who, when I proposed this idea, and Mansoor is always so passionate about anything which is of public welfare, which supports Pakistan, and he does these amazing programs. Very grateful to you, Raja Sahab. Thank you very much. About 6 odd years back, a friend of mine recommended a book to me. It was called Deep Nutrition by Dr. Catherine Shanagan. Dr. Saad Zafar, our Dean, is here. I think we read it together. Dean, Faculty of Computing. Now this was a lady who was an MD in United States of America, and she developed some musculoskeletal problems, and she went to different doctors in the United States, and US has arguably one of the finest medical healthcare systems in the world. But she was not treated properly, and her disease was not cured. As a medical doctor, she writes that what she realized was that unfortunately the curriculum of medical doctors in North America was not really focused towards the fundamental health issues of human body, and in fact was rather spiritual and rather superficial in nature. She also wrote that she felt that the current practice of medicine was more towards disease and symptoms management rather than actual cure and treatment. We've just been shown by Dr. Shagufta the high rate of NCDs, which is already there, prevalent 78%, 80% people dying because of non-communicable diseases, all lifestyle diseases. And if you go to a doctor, and I have the deepest respect to all all doctors, and they help so much. But at the end of the day, if I have hypertension, I go to a doctor, he or she tells me that here's a medicine, take this for life. If I have diabetics, I go to a doctor, he or she tells me, as a patient, let us suppose, thank God I don't have diabetics, I go and they tell me to take a medicine for the rest of my life. If somebody has arthritis, my mother is arthritic, she goes to a doctor and they say, here's a medicine, control your pain, and you have to be hooked up with this by taking these medicines all your life. And most of these NCDs are managed that way by modern healthcare. Where is the cure? And I was very disturbed when I read that book. And this was a lady, she got totally disenchanted with the medical system. And then she actually went on and she said that I wanted to delve into the deep knowledge of healthcare, of human body. And for that, she went and then did a PhD in genetics from Yale. Thereafter, she spent almost 10 years, Dr. Shagufta, looking at the causes of health as opposed to causes of disease. She actually came to Gilgit as well, and she made a sample of all these places on earth where all the human societies where the health parameters were off the charts. She went to Mediterranean countries where heart diseases, hypertension, diabetics, very low. She went to Maasai tribes in Africa where the longevity levels are way above the average even in developed countries. She came and studied people living in Gilgit, where you've got the most number of people over 100 years in Pakistan, and she's tried to see. So he went to that island, famous island of Okinawa in Japan, most number of 100-year-olds in the world per capita, I believe. And she said that I was amazed to see that these are different societies with different cultures, racial and ethnic backgrounds. But she went into deeply, she realized that the fundamental principles of their lifestyle, of what they eat, how they eat, they are the same. So this book, Deep Nutrition, talks about the principles of eating, something you talked about. So this was 5-6 years ago. So about 18 months back, I was just totally randomly, I looked at this advertisement of this conference going to be organized in Lahore by somebody called Dr. Shagufta, and it talked about his purpose. And I was fascinated that, here's somebody who's actually doing what I was dreaming of, but didn't realize how to actually go around carrying on within our institution, Rifa. So I asked Mansoor, who's here, who works with me in my office, and Numan Mansoor, and I said, "Aapko yaad hota, Numan?" Maine kaha, just find out who this lady is, and I want to go and see her. And then I just took an appointment, and I just, pata chala wo Lahore mein hai, aur main Lahore chala gaya, because I was intrigued by what she was saying and what the purpose of the conference was. And I think we sort of clicked there. I talked to Dr. Shagufta and I suggested, and I was just so inspired by you, madam, and I think this great work that you're doing almost single-handedly. So I suggested to her that it's so important that knowledge, and this is what I've learned from my father, that what he did was that he institutionalized everything. So when he wanted to serve the cause of cardiology, so it was not about just being a practitioner, making a lot of money as a cardiac physician who's qualified from UK, but actually, worked with his, very able and dynamic colleagues sitting right here, and they developed Armed Forces Institute of Cardiology. He retired, I believe, back in 1992 and then passed away in 2016. But AFIC is still there. We have, I think, 3 commandants, former commandants sitting right in front of you. And after these gentlemen, I believe there have been so many others as well. So that institute is going to continue. He was very focused towards making sure that the message of health and prevention goes to a general public as well, so that it is not practiced only in tertiary healthcare settings or AFIC. So he created, again with his colleagues, Pakistan National Heart Association. I think I've shared it earlier as well, that even as an army officer, as a general, he would go to a mosque before Jummah prayers. They have before that Arabic khutbah, they do a khutbah in Urdu. So he would go to a mosque, ask the Maulvi for a time, that Urdu time, and he would give a lecture. And I've been to that khutbah with him. He would sit on the member and give a khutbah on heart diseases in a mosque. Of course, I can't do that because I don't wear a uniform. He was a general. तो वो वॉल्यूम पे रोप शोप मेरे ख्याल में जमा लेते थे, तो उनको टाइम मिल जाया करता था. So I think it's so important, again, coming back to my original train of thought, it's so important to institutionalize all great initiatives. So what I proposed to Dr. Shagufta, and she's kindly agreed, and we are so privileged and honored, ma'am, that you've chosen to say yes. And I said that it's so important that we institutionalize. So Rifa University would be willing to set up an entire institute around you, and we would allocate resources to you. We would allocate, inshallah, researchers to you. And let's make sure that this knowledge continues to grow dynamically, 50 years in future as well. Also, I think we are very keen. The Dean has undertaken this responsibility as well, the Dean of Medicine, that we would look at this curriculum, and we are, inshallah, going to integrate the curriculum of lifestyle medicine in our MBBS program, in our dental program, in our pharmaceuticals program, and also in our rehabilitation program as well. So it's very important. I hope the senior faculty members here or the faculty members, doctors here would listen to her. But I think it's so important that while we are actually creating doctors, we catch you guys young, and you are familiarized with these concepts, so that it's just a part of being a doctor in Pakistan, that you practice lifestyle, that you don't even actually have to not to create a separate movement of lifestyle. You don't even need to create Pakistan National Heart Association. It becomes a part of ethos and part of professional training. We are very fortunate that we've got somebody like Dr. Anisa as the Vice Chancellor of the university. Dr. Sahab, I request to you that in our Life and Living program, which is probably Rifa University is the only university in Pakistan that I know of, has a separate course which is about life and living. That's the title of the course. And it is offered to every student in Rifa, regardless of whether they are doing their medicine, engineering, media, or whatever. So these principles must be integrated there as well, Professor. Today, Rifa has 10,000 odd students, and I think within 2 to 3 years, we can actually lead these people to make changes in their lifestyle. Ma'am, I'm so grateful, and I think I would ensure our support, everybody who's sitting here at Rifa, that under your leadership, we would like to see this institute grow, and because it's a deep part of our conviction. This institution is not about money, it's not about anything, else except for the fact that Rifa is a movement for change. That's the way it has been defined by Dr. Anis. मुझे बड़ी पसंद है कि ये definition Rifa के बारे में. But speaking about it's not enough. We need to take these actions. And today, by doing this memoranda and launching this institution, I think we've taken a very positive step. Thank you very much.
I request you, sir, to please stay on the stage, and I would like to invite our principal, Lieutenant General Azhar Rashid, to please come on the stage and accompany them. It's the time to distribute the prizes among the students of poster making competition. A poster making competition was organized by IIMC on the theme Lifestyle Diseases. The posters have been judged by a panel of judges. We are thankful for giving us your precious time. First of all, I have the results. Third position goes to Maliha Qureshi from third year MBBS. Please come on the stage. Second position goes to Fatma Bashir from first year MBBS. And winner for today's event is Alina Hamid from fourth year. Now I would request our esteemed guest, Dr. Shagufta Feroz, to please come on the stage and receive her souvenir.
Thank you so much.
I request Major General Muhammad Ashraf Tamgai Basalat to please come on the stage and receive your souvenir.
Thank you so very much.
I request Major General Masoodur Rahman Kiani, Hilal Imtiaz, Military, Sitara Imtiaz, Tamgai Basalat to please come on the stage. I would like to invite Executive Director Asadullah Khan to please come on the stage, sir, and receive your souvenir. Now I request Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Anis Ahmed to please come on the stage and receive your souvenirs. I request Vice Chancellor to please present the memento of event to Chancellor Mr. Hassan Muhammad Khan. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Receive your seats.